Spying devices, camera carrying pigeons, 1970 era drones the size of a dragonfly, a radio controlled catfish named Charlie, a coin-sized Cold War camera. This is not science fiction. The devices that we have access to now have been around for decades without us ever knowing. As these spying devices evolve and become much more widespread, the public is becoming much more paranoid, and rightfully so. These cameras and microphones have become so small, you can place them literally anywhere. Airbnb and hotels have been getting report after report about guests being spied on by their hosts.
There have been other similar incidents. In late November, activist and filmmaker Jason Scott tweeted his colleague found a camera disguised in a motion detector at an Airbnb. Couple said they found a camera in a smoke detector in the bedroom at their Airbnb in Florida.
Finding these small black boxes plugged in and growing suspicious.
Now, what are the government agencies recommending?
Former FBI Special Agent Steve Gomez says when you arrive at a hotel or rental property, immediately do a quick check.
Check every closet, every room, every nook and cranny to see what is inside.
They're recommending you to check every nook and cranny whenever you get to any hotel or Airbnb or any house, and to make sure that there are no devices anywhere in the room. But that's kind of unreasonable, you know? Because when you get home, you just want to lay in the bed, you just want to go to sleep, knock out. You don't want to worry about different devices because that takes a long time surveying the whole room. If only we had another way, an easier way, one that could be scanned in a matter of seconds. I was challenged by my friend Dion to 1, watch Enemy of the State.
Get out.
And 2, to replicate the tech sweeper in the movie. In fact, here he comes right now. So now, what was going on, Dion? What made you come up with this challenge?
Just recently moved into a new house, and we have this special situation in our bathroom. So, you know how you have a closet that normally allows you to put towels and things in there?
Yeah.
I have 2 of those. One of them has shelves, just like you would expect. Put towels up there. Good. Okay. The other one, a mirror. You open the door, there's just a mirror.
Just a mirror.
Just a mirror in a wall. I did not know it was back there. Got a flashlight, tried to peek through. Don't know if that really worked out, but I figured out how Cope could do something about that.
Okay. And we're gonna see. So right now, you still haven't figured out this actual camera back there or not, huh?
I figured it out. Have you figured it out?
So yeah, so let's see if we can figure out a way that Dion can go home happy, safe, and have a peace of mind. So we're about to find out. Now there are plenty of spying detectors that you can buy. Some gimmicks, some that actually work pretty well. In fact, I have one right here. These spying devices though, they're pretty hard to find what you're looking for, and most of them are just wireless detectors. The worst part about all these spying devices is that it mostly only detects wireless signal. But the reality is that there's an ever-growing number of offline devices that you can buy straight from Amazon or AliExpress anywhere. And it's extremely cheap too. These sick people are patient. They don't need wireless signals to view it live. They can wait days after you leave to come back and extract all the video and audio that it picked up. So I had to come up with a different way to 1, pick up any wireless devices, and 2, also pick up offline devices. It has to be an agnostic way that can always pick up any device that you throw at it. So I had to do a ton of research, but I haven't found a way that would satisfy my lazy self to easily scan the whole room in a matter of seconds and find every device. Most of the ways, even my spying device here, still need you to check every nook and cranny real close and try to figure out if it's an actual device or not. I recently became very interested in thermal imaging after discovering that you can detect someone's lying by detecting this middle portion of their forehead. If it gets real hot while they're saying a statement, most likely they're lying. I found out there's a whole other world out there with thermal imaging. And then it hit me. Spying devices emit a heat signature, right? So why can't a thermal camera pick up these spying devices all throughout the room in a matter of seconds? But before we get into trying if a thermal camera is gonna work or not, let's talk about what thermal imaging actually is. Thermal imaging allows a person to see the heat that a particular object is radiating. It works by capturing different levels of infrared light. This light is invisible to the naked eye, but it can be felt if the intensity is high enough through heat. Thermal cameras show hotter and colder levels within its view, giving you the ability to detect animals, humans, objects, spying devices, or anything you need that's emitting heat, even in the darkest of nights. All objects emit some kind of infrared radiation. In fact, it's one of the ways that heat is transferred from one object to the next. The hotter an object is, the more infrared radiation it produces. Thermal cameras can see this radiation and convert it into an image that we can see with our eyes. Much like how a night vision camera works, It can capture invisible infrared light and then convert it to an image that our eyes can see. Inside of a thermal camera, there are a bunch of tiny measuring devices that capture infrared radiation. These are called microbolometers, and each pixel in the camera has one. From there, the microbolometer records the temperature and then assigns that pixel to an appropriate color. This is why most thermal cameras have an extremely low resolution compared to like modern TVs or regular cameras like you're watching right now. In fact, a very good resolution for a thermal camera is only around 648 pixels. Compare this to the video that you're watching at 4K with a resolution of 3840 by 2160 pixels. So to test this project out to its full extent, I had to pick up first a thermal camera. So I picked up the Compact Pro Seek Thermal for my iPhone, and it just looks like this. And then next up, I have a voice recorder. So this voice recorder is a wireless voice recorder that doesn't connect to the internet. So there's no internet connectivity, it's just local, which will then put the project to its ultimate test. We then have a mini camera. It's called the SQ11. This camera is also local. It's not a wireless camera. And it's super small. We can hide that in a lot of different places. We have a Wi-Fi smart camera. So this will have a wireless capability where it's going to connect to the internet. So that should produce a lot more heat than the other cameras. So this should be pretty much the easiest to find, hopefully. But it's also really small. We then have a super inconspicuous spy pin. So just close that up. And then I don't know if you can see it from the camera, but there's a small little hole right here. That's the camera. And then last but not least, we have one wired device. So this would be the easiest to find because you know this is a Yee-Cam and it can hook up to the wall and then you just plug it in, and that should be the easiest to find. But yeah, so now that I have all my devices, now I'm gonna have Dion and my brother hide these devices in my garage, and then I'll have a certain amount of time to find all of these devices, and if I don't find them, I'll give them a chance to shock me. Just to spice things up a little bit. That'll give me some more incentive to try to find it fast enough. Let's find out if the thermal camera will work for these. So I'm gonna save you all the trouble. The original experiment was supposed to be in the garage, and I was supposed to be able to find all the devices inside the garage, but it was a hot summer day, and almost the whole garage was lit up with red everywhere, so it was really hard to find anything. Ooh, that wall is burning right there. All right. And if the surrounding is hotter than the devices, then the devices wouldn't even pick up. So that was a pretty bad idea. This is my first time using a thermal camera, so I didn't understand the nuances that come with thermal cameras. At the end, I was only able to find one of the cameras, but I'm still a man of my word. I still let them shock me, as you'll see pretty soon. To be a man of my word, I'm gonna still let them shock me because I didn't find it. I found 2 out of, wait. I found only 2 out of 5 devices, but yeah, so we're gonna try again in the morning, and then, but for now, I'll let them shock me. Countdown. 4, 3, 2. Oh, okay, stop it. Ah! So since the garage was just too hot, we ended up bringing everything inside the house and trying the experiment out inside. And a part of me feels like Dion knew what was up with this experiment. Just look at this laugh. Look at it. Straight up evil. So they're in there hiding it right now. We have 4 devices. We have 3 cameras and 1 audio device. So I think 2 of the devices are offline and 2 are online. So we'll see. I think the thermal camera will be with me, but we're about to find out. All right, so we're gonna try this one more time with a more realistic environment. We got AC down here, and they hit the devices. Hopefully it'll light up. I'm also gonna try a different mode. So this mode only is gonna detect devices above 85 degrees. So we'll see. Start that, let's get ready. All right. Oh, look at this, look at this. I found that through the thermal camera. That was tight. It's actually working. There's one device. There go 2 devices. Oh, look, it's actually working. Yo, this is crazy. This is a good idea. So we got 2 devices now. Ooh, look, there's another one. See that? There we go. 3 devices. I just seen it. I've seen it with my eye. This one's not glowing up. I wonder if this one's not on. I seen this one with my eyes, so I'm kind of cheating. Oh, but still, yeah, this one may not be on. This one's not glowing up at all.
Oh, the light came on. Try it again. Try to turn it off.
Yeah. Or maybe it just doesn't emit. Maybe we need to lower the threshold for the degrees. Oh no, there we go. Now it's lighting up. Yeah, it wasn't on. No. Now it's lighting up a lot more. All right. Well, we have anything left?
That was it.
That was it. We got it. We found all of them. So that proves our hypothesis. So it has to be kind of a cold room already, and it'll be easier to find all the devices if you have a thermal camera. If you have a hot place, it's not gonna work as well unless you're close up to the devices. And it's almost as if you're just doing, you're just searching with nooks and crannies throughout the room, which is what the FBI agent said. But I found this under what? I mean, it was still under like 4 minutes. But I mean, that's not too bad. It beats going to every corner and going like this, trying to figure out something is there. And I don't know, I would say this is a successful experiment. What would you say, Dion? What would you have to say? Get the camera.
Yeah, coming from outside where it was warmer than inside, definitely. This is a more realistic situation. You're gonna have somebody that's staying in a hotel room or Airbnb or whatever. Nice and cool in here. That could be one of your tricks though. If you want to use the scanner, turn the AC way down, 65 or something. Make it nice and cool, and stuff like this is gonna light up as well, but that's part of the game. You kind of expect those things. Even cameras on devices like this, you can have a little kind of notification that the camera is off or on. You still have to watch for things like that as well.
Right.
But I think it's a success.
Success. So we're gonna let Dion take this home and try it out. He'll give this back to me. What?
Yeah, I gotta try this out.
Try it out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, that's it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and continue to embrace the spark. So we're out here playing hide and go seek right now, and I got my thermal camera. I'm trying to find it. Oh, shoot, that is y'all. What the heck? What in the world? No, I gotta show you the camera. I gotta show you the camera. That drink's so. Hey, it's not sweet. Wait, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Here she is right here. Look, look. You see that? It shows so good, y'all. I was like, what the heck is that? But it was solid. It was a solid black, so I was like, what the heck is that? Yeah, this like actually works good. Y'all see me over there? You got it, mud?